All right, guys, we're jumping back into it. We just finished up the Champions League Mayhem Day. I guess they're calling it a different name now. But I guess all 18 teams um, played on the exact same day
At
at the
one
exact same
o'clock.
time at 1 o'clock on Paramount Plus. So it's pretty cool to see that they changed up the format a little bit. I know a lot of people had, you know, they had problems with it when it first came out. Like, oh, it's too many teams. It's just it doesn't feel like the Champions League now because there's too many teams. But with that added, with the different changes, we did get this really cool day that if you were home from work or you had the day off, it was an awesome game to just be able to have a bunch of screens and just see the whole leaderboard. Just when a team scored, they went
Yeah,
from
we changed.
freaking eighth to like they would go to third, or a team that scored or got scored on in 12th went down to 24, and it's just like constantly moving. And because everybody was playing at the exact same time, the board's constantly moving. But yeah, it was a really cool Wednesday for Champions League. I'm gonna throw it out to the group here and ask like which game of the week that they were like that was the game of the week for them. Let's jump to Ralph.
Oh, me? Please. I know we don't really, or I don't know. Real Madrid was just an epic game, and
So many storylines in it.
yeah, it's just crazy because everything, like you had better games with with the controversy that comes with Real Madrid right now.
Yeah.
It just that was the game to watch, and it delivered because a lot of stuff happened, which I thought we'd be able to get into it later. But I mean, you had the game, not the game, the goal. I think of the last 3 or 4 years in Champions League. Epic goal, not because it was so amazing, because of what it meant. Benfica was, even though they were beating Real 3-2, they still needed one more goal to make it into Champions League
Yeah.
next round.
Yeah.
And not only did they score it, but it was a goal by the goalkeeper, which you never see happen in the last seconds. The goalkeeper always moves up, but he never scores. And today, or in this game, he did score, and I think that's just epic.
And we gotta talk about the two red cards that they got that led up to this. And
Yep.
it's incredible that people would even think about like the storylines even going in. Jose Mourinho coaching that Real Madrid team before and then coming back and having something for them like, oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. He did that Benfica Real Madrid game in years before. 5-0,
Yeah.
whatever. Benfica's gonna roll over and be done. But this game, they looked like the better side. They came to fight. It was probably because I'm not a huge Real Madrid fan.
Nope.
I love seeing them just implode, and you're just like, oh man, like it's just nobody has an answer. It's just like, oh man.
And like we said, or I said last pod, I was like, is it fool's gold that, oh, Vinny's playing amazing?
Yeah.
He's getting along with his coach. Is it just the adrenaline of having Xavi off their back? And it happened. Next game they blew up.
Yeah, kissing your coach doesn't always give you the W in the next round, but man, it's pretty rough to see that Vinny had multiple chances throughout the game too, missed them, and Mbappe scored his goals, but had no like real flair about it. Just like, all right, just clock in, clock out, Mbappe.
I don't know, man. He's just been amazing. I think he's the goal scorer of Champions League, right? He's the top goal scorer.
So far, I think he has to be.
Yeah. So he's doing amazing. He's doing his job.
Yeah, that was what they brought him in for.
And the rest of the team is just a big old crap show. I don't know.
Yeah, not great over there in Spain. But let me jump to Jazz. What game did you see, Jazz, that you were impressed with this week on Champions League?
I mean, I feel like I have to go with my dad here, the Real Madrid game. I mean, there's a bunch of like backstory to all of it. I mean,
Yeah.
Jose Mourinho, like we just said, he coached Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
Then the goalie goal. I mean, you never see that, like he said, and I mean, there's so much story to
Yeah.
that last final goal.
Mm-hmm.
Because if if they would have missed it, they would have not gone to the next round.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
because of
I
that,
got a. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
oh well, because of that, they don't even get that bye in the next round.
Oh yeah.
They
have
got
to
leaped
play.
over, and it's crazy to hear the giants of Champions League, the always the favorites in Champions League, not even being one of the top teams in the up there in Champions League. They're not there, and it's pretty crazy to see that how far you can fall from 4 years ago when they were absolutely annihilating everybody with Benzema. It's similar. It's almost the exact same team. Besides you switch Benzema to Mbappe, and you would think when you see that, you're like, oh well, it's fine. That's perfect. Benzema for Mbappe. You're gonna get better. I'm assuming.
Yeah, but you also had what's the little guy, the little
Luka
Croatian,
and
Luka
Toni.
Modric, and you had Tony Kroos. I mean,
Yeah.
those are guys that were the glue, and they were the midfield. They were always there. You always had new players on the outside, but they were always controlling the inside, and that's just not there anymore. You have Bellingham, which you don't think very highly of.
I think he's just a pass back guy. He gets those little tap ins in front of goal, but you can send anybody. You can send Chouameni up there, and I'm sure he can give you not the same level of productivity, but I'm sure he can get you a couple.
Oh, and the question or the comment I was gonna have, maybe other people thought the same thing, but so Marino, right?
Mm-hmm. Say.
He was the coach for Benfica or the manager for Benfica in this game, and he used to coach Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just didn't know that.
Yeah, and he always has something for his team that he's coached before. He always has a little bit like. He didn't beat Chelsea, by the way, but he also coached Chelsea as well, and I'm a huge fan of the special one. I'm sure Jazz knows about that interview where he tells him, he's like, look at, like, I'm not just some whatever manager. I'm the special one. And for this game, I felt like he really did. He had something, one more last little I'm one of the coaches to always remember and always be watching out for because I can sneak up and catch you anytime. And he had it. That moment, hang it up in the rafters for me. The goalkeeper scoring that to knock it down is just right after Rodrigo walking off the field with another red card. It's just like, God, Real. Even when they find their form, they kick it down.
I saw the red card, but I don't know what happened.
I think he was just talking.
Yeah.
But did he already have a yellow?
Well, from what I saw, I'm pretty sure he got a yellow, and then I'm pretty sure he was arguing even more.
So at the same time, he got another yellow.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Oh, because I was so confused. I saw the extended highlights, and I was trying to watch to see what.
It's so quick. It's so quick. You just see them walk with the red, and Rodrigo's like, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm out of here. You know? And so that's that was a big one.
Yeah, I saw him walking out. I'm like, what happened? Like I didn't. It wasn't a foul, obviously.
No.
It was just him talking.
But yeah, Spain had for the Real Madrid fans, they had a rough Wednesday. But you gotta also remember that Barcelona had a tough game. They had to win to make it into the top 8. This was a huge game for Hansi Flick and his crew, and they showed out. I mean, they beat. I know Copenhagen is not a team that people are like, oh my gosh. But you gotta remember.
Well, there's Benfica.
Yeah, but they're one of the better teams in Portugal. But Copenhagen is a team that normally you're like easy. But this has been a hard year for Barcelona's Hansi Flick team. With injuries and Pedri being gone, this was a huge game for them, and they actually.
You know what?
played
I was
well.
watching that game, and Barcelona was not dominating. And the best thing that could happen to them was Copenhagen scoring first.
Oh yeah.
When Copenhagen scored first, it was like, oh crap, we gotta do this. We're not just gonna win because we're Barcelona. We actually have to play. Mm-hmm. So that was fun to watch. Once they scored, then the game opened up.
Yeah, and then they knew because then Copenhagen can't sit. They were able to sit, but Barcelona, the way they were playing, made them come out a little bit more. Like, come on, let's. If you're really that team, if you can score first, they kind of drew them out. Like,
you can't score in the first 15 minutes and then just drop back and park the bus. You can't do that. Yeah.
Especially with the Barcelona team, that you give them a little bit of room. They have so many killers on every part of the field. Fermin, Lewandowski, Yamal. Rafinha, Eric. I mean, the team. You look at that team and you're instantly like, well, I mean, you stopped one guy, but you have like 6, 7 coming your way,
Mhm.
and good for Hansi Flick to really get them playing the way they need to, because I think that 2 leg break for them is going to be huge going forward. Because remember, they're also dealing with a lot of injuries.
For all the teams, because like you said, you have the other cup games in your leagues,
Yeah.
and for you to play 2 extra games, that's gonna wear and tear on that team.
And especially because you don't get to even know where you're even gonna go.
Yeah.
So you could be playing in like freaking
Yeah, because it's the lower
horrible-
teams.
Yeah, you know.
Like you could be playing at Karabakh
Yeah, you'll be playing some teams that you're like, gosh darn it.
or
You don't wanna
Kairat
go
Almaty.
there.
Where's Kairat Almaty from? Or they out?
The team,
Kairat.
the
Oh
diamond
yeah,
one?
the one that you said it was, which was not.
I think they
The
actually
diamond
are
one?
out.
I think they
I
are.
think they are
Yeah,
out,
they
right?
are. out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think.
But
What about-
there's a Karabag.
Yeah, the
It's still
Karabakh,
there.
they're
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, that team.
They had
Yeah.
they had 11 points, so
But
they didn't
yeah,
care.
so they'll be in it. But you know, you don't want to be the team that has to play there and then go all the way back home. So, what the team that I watched? Thanks for asking, guys. By the way, the game that I watched was obviously the game of the week for me. Was a little
Chelsea
bit,
probably. Oh yeah, Chelsea Napoli.
Come on, you gotta remember.
Hey.
It's not only. We gotta remember that I'm losing my head coach that I was so fond of, you know, and I have like the nerdiest guy coach. Every time my team scores, my gaffer doesn't even celebrate. He's over there scribbling in a notebook. But you know, I was proud to see that we played a Napoli team that needed to win this game. They didn't win this game. They were bounced out of Champions League. And
did
they-
get bounced.
And we played that team at the Diego Maradona Stadium, which was already, it's going to be rocking. You know, Chelsea's going to have a hard day. And we started off nice little penalty. You know, I thought we're in the clear. We're going to beat these guys 2-3-0. We're going to take it easy. I blink. I'm at work. I blink. I look at the score. I'm watching some of it. And then all of a sudden, I'm down freaking 2-1 and going into halftime. That Napoli team, incredible in the first half. But just like every time Antonio Conte has a chance to push for Champions League, he craps the bed again. That Napoli team completely imploded. It's incredible. But I want to do a shout out for for the Brazil national team. I know you guys are looking for a number 9, but I just found your number 9.
Richarlison.
João Pedro again, a brace in Naples.
I like João Pedro. I like
Please
him.
give him his flowers. He needs to be starting in the
Starting
Brazil.
over Richarlison.
He's too old.
Richarlison's not old.
Richarlison
kinda
doesn't
old.
even start for 14 ranked Spurs.
They're in 4th place in Champions League, by the way.
They're fourth place, but he doesn't even start for them in Champions League.
They don't like him, but he's a great player.
I'm telling you right now, put it on the books right now. The starting number 9 for Brazil national team needs to be João Pedro. Another brace. He's been balling. I think we need to give him his. I need to give him his flowers because
Yeah.
you know I've been kind of up and down, but I mean you can't get any lower than the lap. And right now I'm real proud that João Pedro is finding form again, especially because in the first half, really the offense really wasn't going. But when we subbed in Cole Palmer, it kind of locked him a little bit. But those goals aren't Cole Palmer. I know he had the 2 assists, but it's not Cole Palmer doing it. It's João Pedro putting his head down. I don't know if you guys saw the
I
highlights
saw the
for
highlights,
it.
yeah.
But I mean, Cole Palmer has. They say, oh yeah, Cole Palmer had 2 assists. But if you watch the assists, I mean, they're just simple passes from here to the other side, and it's just real quick. And João Pedro takes.
So it's more
it.
about the finish.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he's going left and he smashes it, and it's not even like put it in the corner. You know, some guys make it fancy, slots it in the corner. This and that. João Pedro's smashing it. Incredible. I was super impressed with Chelsea's performance against Napoli, and Napoli's now been eliminated from Champions League altogether,
Which is
pretty
insane.
incredible. Especially because considering the fact all the other Italian teams did move on, and the team that just won the Italian Cup, Napoli, are the first teams out. So again, I just want to mention it again. Chelsea are the world champions of the world. We beat the best team in France, We beat the best team in Spain. That's Barcelona. Yeah, we beat them. We beat the best team in France, PSG, and now we just beat the best team in Italy. So you gotta.
And this guy still he wins the game and he's like, "Oh, Chelsea's just not playing right."
You can't be too high on them. You know, you gotta be a little proud, but then you gotta tone it down a little bit. But that's enough for me on Chelsea because you guys are already. I could see both of you guys rolling your eyes when I'm talking about my beloved Chelsea team. How'd your Man City team do against Galatasaray?
We did amazing. That wasn't that good. It was pretty good. I mean, I'm glad Haaland's back in it. He got his goal. He got it early, which is something he always does, though. He always gets a goal in like 8, 10, 12 minute, 15th minute, and then that's it. He's done for the day. Cherki, of course, he got his goal, which was cool. But big story is Doku got hurt, and Doku's the guy that got both assists. So, glad we have Semenyo on the bench, so he's going to be able to take that spot. But they did all right. I mean, they had to win, and they won, and that's it. They're in the top 8. They're in the top 8.
It's all that matters for them. And they needed that. They need that.
Yeah, they did need that.
And Jazz,
who doesn't have a team, but
Jazz will be finding his team eventually.
Yeah, he will eventually.
But Jazz, I wanted to mention to you though.
MLS.
I wanted to mention to you, Jazz. Did you think there was a player this week that you thought stood out? In Champions League or even in the transfer window, was there a player that kind of surprised you in the fact of this week, or?
Well, in the transfer window, I think it'll be Lucas Paquetá going back to Brazil.
Oh, poor guy.
I mean, it's better than going to the second division.
Yeah,
I know, but I just
find his form.
Yeah, I just wish a bigger team would have picked him up because he's great.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
Flamengo's a big team in Brazil.
Yeah, but we don't watch them here. Like they're not on Paramount Plus or ESPN.
But Jazz, why do you think that was good for his career going forward?
I mean, like he didn't always start, huh? Like sometimes he would come off the bench. I mean, for Flamengo, I feel like it'll be a good start for him because I'm pretty sure he started there, right?
Oh yeah, and I think he's a talent. I mean, we have to remember that.
I thought you said he was Italian.
No,
you said he's a talent.
He's definitely a talent. I mean, before he had the scandal, I mean, he was a must grab for most teams in the Premier League. A lot of people were putting bids. Pep was
looking at him.
Pep was looking at him before, and I think going to Flamengo, like you said, Jazz, I think it is a big transfer for not only the Brazil league. It's big for him as well, like to find some form going into the World Cup. This is where he can do it. He can't really find that form at West Ham. It's hard finding with.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That he should have been picked up by somebody else in the Premier League.
I don't think he wanted to.
I mean,
you don't think he wanted?
Just depends because like sometimes like teams are like, oh, this team's going down. Like most of them will take advantage of the big players, but maybe, like Chuck said, he didn't want to, so maybe he just wanted to like find his form back slowly.
Do you think Brazil's gonna look at him to play in the national team if he plays for Flamengo?
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, they're still getting people from teams that are still like that people are from in the Brazil.
But for the national team,
yeah. I mean, if you see his form, like
take it easy, yow.
like if you see his form, like before, like his stats are doing good, but
there's players that get picked up. Great. There's players that get picked up that play in the Turkish league and they go to the World Cup and they find form.
Yeah, they play for Galatasaray or Fenerbahce.
I mean, you gotta remember Flamengo. We talk about them not being that big of a club because we don't watch them, but we gotta remember in that Club World Cup, the teams that were balling out were the Brazilian teams. They were the most exciting teams to watch. They were the ones that were like, Jesus, like you don't know them, but
exactly, like nobody knows them until they play in these big tournaments.
Yeah, Carlo Ancelotti knows.
Yeah, but they know them.
He's too old to fly all the way over there.
No, but he probably knows because he's the Brazil coach, so he gets scouts to go. Go here. They give him the information. Now that at least Paqueta's there, they're gonna get all the information on him and see how he's doing there. They might not watch it, but they have scouts that'll be there in live.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that was a good one, Jess. Give me a hand for that. I really like that one. I think that one is a hidden gem that people don't talk about. People always want to talk about like, oh well, he's going to a big team, and it's like, Dude, he's
Yeah,
just gonna go
they
sit on
paid
the bench.
60
like,
million.
Who cares?
Like for example,
You know?
Endrick, he
Yeah.
from the Brazil team national league, he went straight to Madrid and he's been on the bench. You know, it's
And
the
now
same thing.
where's Lion at? Where's that
Lion-
team?
France.
France.
And
It's
now
not
he's
lying.
at, and now that he's at
Leon?
Leon, yeah, I think I'm pretty sure
Bingo.
how to see it. But now that
That
he's
did look
there,
like Lion to me.
and
Uh-huh.
now that he's there, he's doing good. He got a hat trick. I'm pretty sure he's doing good. It's the same thing.
You need different scenario. You need different environments, especially for the World Cup. You want to get that playing time. You want to get. It might not be the highest level competition, but you just need to get those reps in. And I mean, when you play at West Ham, that team was already so toxic, especially with them, fighting back and forth. I mean, they've lost managers. Players are getting sent off. But for him, I think it's a good move, and I'm happy that Jazz actually put a spotlight on the transfer business. There hasn't been that much in January, but that one was it snuck through a lot of people. But I think it's gonna come back, and I think it's gonna help him for the World Cup, like Jazz said.
Yeah.
And I think it might even help him mentally to go back home and have that time to recuperate, rebuild. And he's not gonna spend his entire career back at Flamengo. 1 year, he can probably be back in the Premier League. There'll be teams that are getting promoted into the Premier League that might even be looking. We don't even know. Wolves might go down, come right back up, and the first person they might call is one of the. They always look at players like that.
Yeah. Look at Sunderland. They picked up Xhaka.
Yeah, that's different, but okay.
Oh, is it different?
Yeah, he was playing in Leverkusen. I mean, he was on the team that was undefeated.
Yeah, but he went to a Premier League team and a newly promoted
Well, yeah,
team.
but that's because Leverkusen were falling off with the old Man U manager. By the way, he sold. Yeah, it was the manager that Man U. They sacked him. And then they got Ruben Amorim, but he went to Leverkusen and then he destroyed Leverkusen like he did with Man U. And then everything fell apart, so he decided to go to Sunderland to try to help him, and they're doing pretty good.
And Sunderland, I know the point you're making is that you're like, oh, well, Sunderland's not really a known team, but I mean, in England, they're a very big story team. They have that documentary, like Sunderland Till I Die, that I guess why they have so many fans and why their stadium is always packed. I mean, it's always full, and they have like a variety of fans. It's not just like the English fans. There's like fans all over the world for Sunderland. So I think Xhaka almost took that as like, you know what, let's try to pick up a fallen giant and let's get them back playing the way they should. So I wanted to go jump to Ralph here. I want to know what player that he thought was, had the performance of the week for Champions League.
God, I really can't. I mean, I can't think of one guy that.
Of course not.
But I'm gonna give it to the goalie, the Benfica goalie, because that's just like I said, a historic goal.
Man, you love that Real Madrid game, huh? I mean, there's 18 games being played.
18 games.
For the love of Pete, we can't get off of Real Madrid Benfica. I'm glad that you love.
Well, let me tell you who I didn't like.
That's not my question.
Okay.
Go ahead, though. Let me hear it.
I love Lamine Yamal, best player in the world.
Still in Spain.
Still in Spain. You remember when we used to watch basketball a few years ago and Luka Doncic was coming up and we're like, this young guy is so great.
Mm-hmm.
He just plays. The whistle blows. He laughs. It's a bad call. He walks away.
Yeah.
Lamine Yamal is becoming that player where he's arguing when the ball is still live.
Mm-hmm.
It's in play.
Yeah.
He didn't get the call. He thought he was fouled. He runs at the ref and is doing this. There's two guys on a breakaway. One of them is his guy, which if he ran back, he probably could stop him from doing that.
Mm-hmm. But
instead, he's arguing. I just want him to stop arguing and play the game. He just complains about everything now.
Yeah.
He gets touched. He gets pushed. He complains. He needs to stop that.
So silky, though.
I know. He's great when he plays and he doesn't complain.
You have to get that level of, like, you have to... I think I understand what you're saying. And I know it kind of... When you get to a certain level, you get that little bit of arrogance to where like you're not gonna call that. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, and I don't mind it as long
Yeah.
as it's a dead ball.
Yeah.
Like if he calls the foul or it goes out of bounds. But when the ball's next to you and you should be running back to defend because your player is on a breakaway and you decide to go this way to yell at the ref,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So the
players-
goalie, great player, great goal.
Great.
I don't know if he did great that whole game, but they won and he had a historic goal. And Lamine Yamal stopped complaining.
Phenomenal. Just let's try to get out of Spain for just a quick second here. One of the teams that played really well again this week, was a team that kind of make sure you're paying attention, Rob. One of the teams that actually played really well this week that rotated guys, but still find a way to like just get over the line. Bayern.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that Bayern team that even though they're rotating guys, Harry Kane didn't start the game, that Nicholas Jackson up front? I mean, I'm a Chelsea guy and I've seen him play and, it didn't matter if Bayern won or lost this game, but to see them still have a great performance, still get that 2-0, and you got to remember, I know we're big fans of Carl, but he might be taking the pine for a second because Musiala's coming in. You have guys that
He was playing with Musiala.
I know, but I'm saying that like they're so loaded everywhere that you rotate guys, and it's not a big deal that like people are like they're doing what Pep. It's crazy to see, especially for me, anyways, is that Vincent Kompany's a student of Pep, but he's doing Pep better than Pep, which is incredible. But Jazz, what do you think of this Bayern team that like so dominant offensively and still having a clean sheet? Like, what do you think of that Bayern team? Like overall, like not just the performance today, but how do you feel about Vincent Kompany's Bayern?
Well, I know his Bayern. It's really good. I mean, this whole year they've done really good. I mean, they've only lost like one game in their league. I think they've done
one game. Incredible.
It's really good. I mean, they're on a really good run. They're obviously gonna win the league title.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, if Harry Kane gets injured, they still have other people. Musiala got injured before the season, and they had Carl, and he still did, and they're still doing amazing.
And they got Alphonso Davies back. I mean, the team is not a team that you want to see.
I mean, no matter where you look at it, they're just really, really strong in every place. I mean, they have a really old veteran, Manuel Neuer, still in goal, 40
huge.
years old.
I think huge.
He's doing good.
Yeah.
He's doing still good, He's doing good. I mean, just everybody in that team itself is just they're showing what it means to be like a big team.
Yeah, they're giants.
Yeah.
Somebody should have predicted them winning Champions League,
Good for you.
I did? Oh, yeah, I did. I picked them.
Always got to put it in there. Always got to put it in there.
I called it months ago.
I'm glad that we're seeing some deviation from getting out of Spain for a little bit, because I know that Spain is always the team to win Champions League, but this year all the best teams this year are from the Premier League, which is pretty incredible. A lot of us are in. I think every single one of us is in the top 8.
Yeah, every single one of them.
So, I mean, this is the year. If we're going to do it, if the Premier League can do it, this is the year. So, I mean, we only have to worry about certain teams. And I think as going forward, I think we're starting to see a little bit of a decline in the dominance of La Liga, which is pretty incredible to see because they normally dominated this.
Well, Barcelona got far last year, so they're still up there. But, yeah, like you said, we have so many teams for the Premier League in the top 8. I mean, Tottenham, of all teams, is ranked number 4 or is in 4th place in Champions League. They're not... What place are they in the Premier League? They're nowhere near, right?
14th?
Like 14th. So that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even our best team, and they're ahead of Man City. They're ahead of is Liverpool in 2nd place or 3rd place?
I think they're ahead of Liverpool too. I think they're in 6th. Yeah. So you got to remember, I mean, especially for people that are getting into football now, I think this is a great time to get into it. I mean, before the World Cup, this Champions League is going to be incredible, and you don't have to go too far to find these games. I mean, I
You
think
know
the
what-
Premier League is the most accessible
Yeah.
out of all the big top 5 leagues. So
And what I love about Paramount Plus, for people that want to watch football, Champions League, yes, you could pick a team, watch it live. They're all at the same time. But Paramount Plus, I think, is the only app that allows you to watch the full game replay a day later.
Yeah.
Nobody else, like everybody else, it's like, okay, the game's gone, you got to watch highlights. But they actually let you watch the whole game, so that's pretty cool. That's one of the good apps to get to watch some football. And by the way, the guy that I saw at the mall, he needs to get back into football because I wore my City shirt, and he was like, "Oh, I saw City. I used to watch them, but I stopped watching them 2 years ago." So
Crazy.
yeah.
Again, thanks again, guys, for asking me who I thought was incredible this week. Let me jump back into it. But the team that I thought was not only, I don't want to give a performance, just a single performance for me.
Isn't that the question though?
It was the question, but for me, I couldn't narrow it down. But it's the.
Oh, but when
the,
I said I couldn't pick one, you're like, "Oh,
this is different though because yours is like you found a negative in someone's game. I'm so blown away that Liverpool. I couldn't pick a player on that Liverpool team that balled harder. I mean, everybody, Chiesa, everybody on that Liverpool team.
Who did they play?
It doesn't matter though. They're finding. It's Champions League. It's Champions
No, they
League.
are finding their way.
Yeah, and I think.
Oh, so you're talking about the whole Champions League? I thought you were talking about this week.
Yeah, it's this week, but I'm saying that they had a bad week, and now it's like they found that little boom, they kicked into it.
Well, of course they played Karabakh. Who'd they play?
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like what Chuck is trying to say here is that after so long,
You don't know what he's saying.
after for example, in the Premier League, they've gone low. In Champions League, they haven't been playing that well. Now that they play this team, they won 6-0, and that could maybe boost all their confidence up, and hopefully they can start finding their form again.
Oh no, yeah, I agree, but I mean,
just said that.
I know, but
disagree.
now that you explained it,
No,
but
disagree.
no, I still disagree because it's like, Man City's great, hold on, 2 rounds ago they beat that team 10-1.
Yeah.
That was Carabao Cup.
Was that Carabao Cup?
That was not Champions.
To me,
You lost
anyways,
3-1.
I would just
To who?
to me the performance I could give it to one player on that Liverpool team.
Pick a team, pick a player.
I will. Dominic Szoboszlai again. Such a great captain. The free
He's
kicks,
the captain?
Yeah, they have him. There's always different captains for that Liverpool team.
What nationality is he?
Hungarian. But for me, anyways, and try not to jump in before I finish what I'm saying. But to me, it's just when you watch that Liverpool team, when Dominic is on, I know people want to talk about McAllister, but when Dominic is on, and he just sets the game going. He's always pressing. He is their offense. I know that Big Mo. You have names on that Liverpool team, but man, when you watch that Liverpool team, Dominic is who stands out. Not only because of his hair, it is a little bit partly because of his hair, but I mean, what an absolute player! And for him to come into this league from which league did he come from, Jess? We talked about it. We just talked about it. We just talked about it. Yeah, remember?
So Syria.
It was
Brazilian then, right?
No.
The Turkish?
No, almost.
Where?
He played in Germany.
God. Germany. Oh my God.
For a guy that we saw
We
that
talked
when
about so many
Verts,
leagues.
Where did he play? You don't know who he played for?
Maybe
Who?
I can know. Oh,
RB Lips.
RB Lips.
yeah.
Yeah.
But for why I want to bring up Dominic is that
You know what's funny? I couldn't
Let him
I
finish.
know,
No,
I know,
you stop talking. You stop. Let Chuck
I didn't even
let
finish my
Chuck finish.
I didn't even. I said for me.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying his last name is Soboslai. I would never think his first name is Dominic. It just sounds weird. That's it. It sounds a little
That's
weird.
what you could have said that after.
You could have kept that to yourself.
I could have. It
for
bothered
me
me a little bit.
For me, why I bring him up and why I think he's a player that I think more people should start watching
I
is
like
that
guy.
we had a guy Florian Wirtz that came in from the Bundesliga,
I forgot
and he
about
never
Florian
really
Wirtz.
and he never really kicked off this season, especially. But Dominic Szoboszlai, since he came into the league, especially for that Liverpool team that already, has been great for so long, for him to come in there, kick the door down, and really take that midfield. I mean, you gotta like that. To me, is like we had one guy come from Germany and hasn't really played that well, but then we had another guy that just comes in and just, I think, has been one of the best midfielders. I would even say one of the best midfielders and one of the best Champions League players this year.
I've seen him disappear so many times. I love Szoboszlai, but a lot of times I don't see him in there. Like,
He's huge.
I know, but it's like I don't see him. He's not consistent. That's what I mean.
What player would you say is consistent? More consistent than him.
McAllister?
Yeah, McAllister's great.
He is great, but he doesn't stand out.
He's not as consistent. You don't see him with the. Yeah, he doesn't.
He controls the middle.
So does
defensively,
Szoboszlai goes back.
He's better offensively though.
Yeah.
Szoboszlai.
Yeah, but Szoboszlai gets the goals.
That's what I'm saying.
I still can't believe his name.
It's hard to pick a player on that Liverpool team because
it's hard to pick a player on Bayern Munich, not on Liverpool.
Nobody's talking about Bayern. We're talking about Liverpool. So why bring it up?
Because he's saying, you can't pick a player. It's not that great.
He's talking about Liverpool.
I know, but it's not that great.
No, you're not. Nobody's talking about Bayern.
I mean, they're
good. They're not great.
They're captains for their national team. Dominic Szoboszlai is the captain. But you can't say that for a Bayern Munich team that you say that you can't even pick. What, is Luis Diaz the captain?
No, but he's the best player on that team.
So who's the captain then?
And is Elise
probably Luis Suarez from Sporting.
And Elise also isn't the captain for a France team.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That like Dominic is taking.
You're talking about Dominic Szoboszlai, who's from where? Hungary.
Yeah.
And you're talking about Elise is not the captain for a French team that is a French team. It's like no comparison. Hungary, France, can't compare.
You gotta. I'm not saying that they can compare, but I'm saying that like the leadership qualities in Dominic is why I pick him over a McAllister.
That's not what you said.
He's just to me. That's who I would be. If you wanted to see a player that you're like, yeah, I want to see more of Liverpool. That's
Florian Wirtz.
I'm glad that you're having your own podcast over there. But let's jump over into some of the predictions for next week. Oh, not next week.
Are we going to do a lightning round for that?
Yeah, we'll go through a lightning round and then we'll finish up here. But so we can have Ralph tell us more about some other random stuff. So let's jump
through. It's got to be thrown out there. It's just building up in here. I got to spit it out.
I'm glad. But I'm just happy that we're not on Real Madrid Benfica anymore. I'm glad that's over.
He brought it up like 3 times.
Yeah.
No, don't be bringing.
I know he's about to jump right back into it. Don't even bait the fish.
We're done with this.
Okay, let's jump through this real quick here.
Do it. Jazz first. You always go to me first. Go to Jazz first.
We're going just straight down the line. Okay, ready? Borussia Dortmund, Atalanta. Who wins?
Borussia.
Okay.
All day.
Borussia.
You gotta remember though.
He's a guy.
I know it's
we said lightning.
I know it's not. I know it's a lightning
by the way,
round.
who you picked?
But I'm saying that it's a lightning round. But Borussia Dortmund played Inter this week and they got smashed. It was 2-0.
Just depends how they play.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna jump to the next one.
No, you didn't pick one.
Oh, Atalanta.
Of course. That's why we don't ask him.
Shush.
Olympiacos, Bayer Leverkusen. Lightning round, please. You should know the answer.
Leverkusen. Okay.
There you go.
Florian Wirtz gonna kill him.
Shush. Olympiacos.
Olympiacos.
Underdogs.
What do they even play? Are they Greek?
The Greek,
okay,
yes.
Good.
Olympiacos?
Yeah.
I hope so. I'm going to also go Olympiacos as well. This one's even funnier, by the way.
Let's see.
Because they just played each other, and now they're going to be
Benfica Real.
Benfica Real. I know this is... God, Ralph's going to love this matchup. What do you think, Ralph?
Real 4-0. Smash him.
And both legs? So it's going to be 8-0 on
No, not 8-0, no.
You got to clarify.
What?
Jess?
Benfica again.
Benfica, love
Maybe.
it. I'm also going to go, unfortunately, Real Madrid.
Yeah.
They need to get their lick back.
That's good, though, if Benfica wins then.
They got red cards, so they're not going to have 2 important people.
Bodo Glint, Inter.
I gotta go Inter all day. By the way,
It's lightning rounds.
Okay, but they're from Norway, and is Norway coming up in the world? Because
Jazz,
that's what I
what are you
wanna say.
thinking?
No, listen, Inter.
Inter. Me too as well. This one's actually a good one if you guys actually know. I'm sure Ralph
Of course
is just
we
gonna
know.
give.
Of course we
Monaco PSG.
he's gonna win.
Monaco.
Monaco.
I said
I'm-
PSG.
I know, but
What do you?
I'm just saying that PSG is falling off
A little bit.
significantly. They need.
They're taking a break. They've been winning so many trophies. They're taking a break. They're still in the rounds.
That's
Yeah.
what I said about City when they win trophies.
It's just crazy to see a PSG team that didn't make it to the top 8,
Who?
and they're playing in these 2 games.
Oh yeah, PSG.
Oh, they didn't make it in the top 8.
No, why do you think they're in
we're doing
playoffs?
this? That's why we're doing this.
Oh, good.
We're giving them a study guide for the next week after this. So don't worry, guys. Karabag, Newcastle.
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 Joe Ellington is gonna kill. Joe Ellington.
Galatasaray, Juventus, which is a pretty good one.
That is good.
Probably gonna be 0-0, but I'm gonna.
What a hater!
It's probably gonna be 0-0.
What a hater!
But I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna go outside the box. I'm gonna say Galatasaray.
Phenomenal. Go ahead, Jess.
I think Juve.
Juve. I think they've really found a new life under Spalletti.
Every time I watch the table, it's like
Lightning round.
I know, but it's 0-0. Juve is like they can't score. So
It's Juve. Have some respect for the Giants.
it's Juve if you are. it's
I'm
Juve.
also gonna go Juve as well. This one's actually a fun one that I think is
Juventus.
actually from the reports that I've heard this week. I know this is a lightning round, but I wanted to throw this out there.
Yeah, it's a
I heard
lightning
that Diego Simeone, this is his last year at Atleti. So with that going forward, Club Brugge
Brugge, please, Club Brugge.
versus Atleti. Incredible matchup if you actually think about it.
I'm going Athletic, but I think Club Brugge is like the one team you don't want to face. But
Yeah, they're definitely
Yeah.
the bogey team where you're like,
you don't.
God,
wanna
you
face
see those guys and you're like, not these guys again. Gosh darn it.
I'm gonna say Athletic, but I think Athletic's gonna lose in the first round because they're gonna be
That's
in the Club Brugge
Yeah.
stadium
yeah.
for the first
I
round.
like that too, Jazz. I like that answer. I'm
them.
also
I thought
gonna
it was a
go.
lightning round.
I'm also gonna go Athletic as well. I'm waiting for Julian Alvarez
Oh yeah,
masterclass in
That's my
Champions
dog.
League. That's where we're gonna see it. And that's it.
that's it.
That's it. So we just jumped through the playing games that they have to go through, and we'll see as we play. Because now remember, you have to play twice. You know, once over there, once back over here. So you could have a game where, like Ralph said, that Juve Galatasaray is 0-0, and then the next round, the next leg of it, you might have a 4-1. You know, so we'll see how the rest of the playoffs work for Champions League. But I think that's pretty much it.
I gotta pee.